Hey guys, Stealth here and welcome back to another episode of Taskmaster Tuesday. This is the fourth week of our first season, as we have called it. It means that all the points from this first season, which is going to be 5 weeks, all the Tuesdays in June, are going to get counted up. Whoever gets the most points gets to be calling himself, or, well, herself, but we haven't had any female participants yet, gets to call himself the victor of the first season. Now, these other competitors are Spartan Elite, the Serious Strategy Gamer, and BrotherMunro. This week is going to be particularly interesting. We get to have a ship of any type, so it's going to be up to our choice what sort of vehicle we're going to be using. We're going to be taking on a French battleship, two heavy cruisers, 2 lights, and 2 destroyers. Now, the scoring system, which is the way that we get points, is 1 point for the battleship kill. If you get another, you can get another point for sinking all the enemies. If you finish the battle with at least 80% of your superstructure remaining, you get 1 point. And here's the clincher. Sink all enemies using only torpedoes for 2 points. So that's naturally what I'm going to be trying to do. Sinking all enemies using only torpedoes. That means I will not be allowed to use a single gun. Let's do it. We're 1930s China, by the way, versus 1930s France. Right. Turning circle is going to be important here. If I make this thing really big... Hold on, I'm going to need to be intercepting destroyers as well. Oh dear. That's going to make this very interesting and very difficult. Especially since I want to be able to hit them with torpedoes. Krupp, all the anti-torpedo blister, triple bottom, all the anti-flood, all the bulkheads, maximum bulkheads, citadel, all or nothing. Forced boilers, oil 2. Now, normally you have to reserve quite a lot of both your superstructure to boost your accuracy and your displacement for main guns. Since I am now not going to be using a lot of main guns, but torpedoes mostly, I can actually not go with a big tower. I don't have to. This looks pretty nice, actually, this combination. There are lifeboats all over the place, but by the time that you need those, you're probably going to be in bigger trouble. And of course, they will get replaced. Alright, funnels. Considering the speed of 26 knots, I think 1 funnel would be enough. But I'm probably going to need more than that. More speed, I mean. What I can also save a lot on is a rangefinder and a radar and such, because I don't believe that torpedoes benefit from that at all. Alright. Let's go with a maximum loadout of torpedoes. We can go with the... Yeah, they're all Mark III launchers. Quadruple torpedo launchers. And these are Mark III. 14.2 kilometer range. Now, the battleship does not let, or the game does not let you leave the dock if you don't have a single gun installed. You need to have at least 2 main guns. Unfortunate, but hey, such is life. So, I'm going to be putting at least some guns on. But it's going to be looking a little impotent on this, on this ship. Because it's not going to be a lot of firepower. Now, what I'm actually considering doing here is not going with a full quintuple loadout, but a couple of triples as well. Because the triples load faster, and that way I can sort of stagger my launches. I can have a couple of triples, I can have a couple of duals, or a couple of quintuples. And I am definitely going to be taking more torpedoes. 4, and this is going to be a 3, that's going to be a 3. 3, 3. I hope these things will turn, though. Yeah, they will turn. Excellent. Another 3 over here. Now, I only carry 9 torpedoes per launcher. So, I'm going to have to be pretty careful with them. But I can sort of improvise. If I put a launcher here, it's not going to be having any kind of effect. It cannot launch. But what it does bring me is more torpedoes. So, call this, if you will, a spare torpedo launcher. Or torpedo storage. for lack of a better term. I don't care if they have a terrible, terrible firing arc. Although they might... Well, they're going to interfere with that launcher somewhat. I have to put them over there then. That does give these a slight angle. I can also go with underwater torpedo tubes. Everything for extra launchers. Oh, I have a starboard weight offset. Is that one of the launchers that I manually replaced? It's not that one. It's not that one. No, I have a port weight offset. Yeah, it's this one. There. Alright, so another quad launcher here. Another quad launcher there and a triple launcher here. Yeah, they're going to complain about the firing arcs of these, which are very limited, and that's fine. These things are going to get melted off of the ship, which is fine. I just need their torpedo capability. This gun is complaining about a poor firing arc. I don't think so. You'll be fine, don't worry about it. See? You're fine too. So at this point, how many torpedo launchers do I have? Let's count it all up. I have 18 deck torpedo launchers with another 100 deck torpedo launchers and 8 underwater launchers. So this should give me plenty of torpedoes, and it also gives me quite a bit of, quite a bit of room to put on more armor in the form of 7,000 tons. First, I want to speed up, because I will have to try and catch other warships. What's my turning circle like? 1,022? Oh, good grief, that's going to be a problem. Especially considering one of the victory conditions is finish the battle with at least 80% structure remaining. Yeah. See, this is my consideration. Sink the battleship for 1 point, sink all enemies for 1 point. It goes well with finish the battle with at least 80% structure remaining. If you have a gun-heavy ship, for example, you can pretty... Well, if you don't put too many guns on or too many heavy components, make the ship slow, you can make it a complete turtle. And that way make sure that you don't lose out on too much structural integrity. The way that I'm going about it, which is trying to get the other 2 points, means that I will probably not be able to finish the battle with at least 80% structural integrity, but I will get 4 points. Which, considering my current placement in the ranking, which is the lowest, I think is a pretty useful thing to have. I want that additional point. Now, secondaries I don't have, so I don't need them. Belt extended. How much can we tack on? That might be a bit much. I have 118% quality boost. So let's tack on a whole bunch of belt armor. The conning tower is going to be very well protected. There. Let's go with more armor belts. I'm hoping that with the speed on this warship, I can get to dictate the range so that I will not really have to be using too much in the sense of... No, sorry, I completely lost my train of thought. I was trying to say something clever, but that didn't quite work. Hold on. Oh, I'm doing this all wrong. I'm doing this all wrong. Wait, one. I'm trying to stack them sideways. What if I put them like that? So hold your position, turn that way. Oh, that's better. Yeah, I know that you're complaining about field of fire. Don't worry about it. You'll probably not be able to launch at all, which is fine. I just need to bring as many torpedoes as I can. Now, it's a good thing that they don't have any battle cruisers, because they're going to be very difficult to hit. There. Oh, the ship's now overweight. Yeah, you don't say. How many torpedo launchers does this give me? Okay. I need to upgrade them, though. which means I'll probably have to sacrifice a few launchers. These are 21 inchers now. I can go with electrics, which are more accurate and more stealthy. Yeah, let's try for that. But I'm now 2,000 tons overweight. Let's remove some of the belt armor. I'm going to need a lot less belt armor. Maybe this is a few too many launchers. I don't like saying it, but maybe it is. Oh, hold on. That also means that these cannot even fire anymore. Because they can't rotate. These. Are you happier now? Yeah, that's better. Some parts are badly placed. Don't insult me. The parts are placed exactly where they need to be placed. This is fully working as intended. And don't let anybody else tell you different. Starboard weight offset 100%? How? Ah, it was some of those tubes that were causing issues. Okay, let's go for triples. Let's see if I can fit in a few more. Still a starboard weight offset. Oh, that's these. Yeah, that's better. Error. Shoot. Nah, shooting is fine. Please don't make me move this whole superstructure again. It was perfectly fine where it was. Ugh. Fine. Okay, bit of tampering later. We have the ship. The secondary tower reinstated some of the launchers I had to move/remove. We still have plenty of launchers though. Plenty of launchers. A total of 48 deck tubes, another 48 triple deck tubes, 8 underwater tubes, and I upgraded them to 22 inch so that they're going to do more damage. Now let's see if this is actually going to be possible, because it's going to be difficult. Let's see. Righty then, here goes. Fortunately, the French have thrown together what seems to be a really long battleship. So I'm very much hoping that that's going to be easy to hit. Let's see what they have. Oh dear. 8 20-inch guns. Now, the Yulang, or Yuliang, is heavily protected. But whether she can stand up to something like that, that remains to be seen. Oh. Wait, was that one of yours? Did I just block a 20-inch shell? How then? Because that didn't go through the deck? That is the only ship which is currently possibly going to be able to land a hit. Let's see if they can do it again. Again, I'm not going to go for the 80% structural integrity. It's more of a bonus objective in this case. At least for me, because I want to get at least the 4 points. That means if I take some damage, so be it. I just want to try and sink everything with torpedoes only. Let's hope the French battleship's not too fast. ID, 19%. I'm turning off the main guns. I don't have any secondaries to begin with, so I don't need to worry about those at all. Oh, and here come the heavy cruisers. No, sorry, that's the battleship. Here's a heavy, and there's a heavy. Hello. Do you support torpedoes? You do. A few of them. And you're bringing 8 9-inch guns to the fight. Alright. We can survive through that. The high explosive, however, is going to be annoying. Because they might burn me down. Albeit very, very slowly. With my 23.5-inch belt armor and belt extended armor and 25-inch on the conning tower. That does not mean that the rest of the superstructure is as well defended. Not at all. 35. Heavy cruiser, 20%. Now, I think I can sink the battleship with torpedoes. I think I can sink the heavy cruisers with torpedoes. But going through the light cruisers and the DDs... Oh, fuck, I didn't even... I messed up. I messed up, I think. I think I put 2 destroyers into this fight, not 4. Now, since you only get 1 attempt at a task, it's not like I can just restart and add the proper number of ships. If there are indeed only 2 destroyers, it means that I'm disqualified for this week. Because I thought it was going to be 2 of each ship. So 1 battleship, 2 heavy cruisers, 2 lights, and 2 DDs. But no, it's 4 DDs. Oh no. I really hope I did that properly, but I think I set it to 2. Range 15.6. At this point, I think they're going to be targeting my bow armor. They're still at a 53.5% chance to pen. Yeah, they can pen the superstructure, but pretty much nothing else. Range 14.8. Stop running. An 8-inch has hit the torpedo launcher. Yuliang's on fire. There's the heavy cruiser Marseillaise. She already sent her torpedoes out. Well, 2 can play at that game. What's your turning circle like? 411. Sonar 1. I might be able to hit that ship with torps. Because I have a few launchers of my own. Oh no. These are the light cruisers, these are DDs. I'm disqualified. Ugh. Stupid. There goes any chance I had to win this season. Because I'm not going to be getting any points. Because I did not enter the right amount of ships. Frickin' stupid. Really, really stupid. Come on, Yuliang. Speed through. There we go. Still, for shits and giggles, I want to try and sink at least some of these ships. Ah, the battleship has been identified, the long dock. Oh no. 1700 meter turning circle. That's very good for me. But she is so fast that I can't catch her. She's doing 34 knots. She is outside of torpedo range as well. Now, I've seen that the AI sometimes messes up. And I'm hoping to use that. I'm hoping to exploit that. Can we please send out some of the torpedoes? I know that not all the launchers are going to be working. But some of them should be. Come on, engage the Marseillaise. Come on, torp her. Did I build my torpedo launchers so close together that none of them can fire? That'd be even more terrible. And I know the torpedo launchers are poorly protected. Yeah, the bow launchers here are done for. This launcher should function. The launchers here should function. Let's reboot the torpedo launchers. Maybe that will work. So first I get my ass disqualified. And then I can... Oh, there we go. We have launched. Right. Good luck with that. We're targeting the La Touche-Treville. Maybe I can hit something. These things are carrying standard complement bulkheads, anti-torp 4. Well, let's see how much that's going to serve you. My only concern is that they're going to spot the torpedoes and just not be affected at all. Yeah, here come the DDs. No, sorry, this is a light cruiser sporting 12 6-inch guns. Surely you got a torpedo launcher in there. You don't? Huh. So that means that the Guichon really cannot do anything. 7% chance to pen, yeah. Long dock with her 20-inch guns can definitely pen me, but so far hasn't. Alright. I don't mind that. Hold on. Did you just dodge? Before you even knew that there were torpedoes? La Touche-Treville, turn to port. Because you're going to get a dodge simply because we're trying to maneuver to fire at me. Oh, this is such a terrible attempt. Retarded word. Ah, La Touche-Treville detected enemy torpedoes. Yeah. I can just see the whole shoal of torpedoes circling by there, or transiting, but not really impressed by it whatsoever. I really want to try and torpedo at least the Languedoc. With my damage instability, I'm going to be slowing down somewhat. But this thing has a terrible turning circle. I don't think that I've ever seen something quite like this. At 1741 meters. 11-3. That does mean that you're in range. But not by much. So we can fire the starboard torpedoes on the Marseillaise. Or at least some of them. Yeah. Away. Unfortunately, it's one big swarm. I was hoping that it spread out a bit more. But this is what we get. Marseillaise can also launch torps, and their torps are only 20 inch. Mine are 22 inch. They deal more damage. Range 10. Oh shit. That's going to be painful. And more importantly, it's going to slow me down. Because I'm going to be taking on flooding. Oh. That was better than expected. That last one's going to hit me though. Including a rudder damage. Marseillaise is still oblivious to the torps at about 2.8, 2.7 kilometer range. They have that sonar array, so they should be getting aware of it pretty soon. Languedoc, 9.2 kilometers. Guépard has run out of torpedoes. Marseillaise, still oblivious. But because she turned, well, she has now detected the torps. But I think it's going to be too late. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, dead. Maybe we can sink La Rayeuse as well. I was able to dodge the torpedoes that were launched by the Marseillaise. Oh, hello. La Touche-Treville on the starboard side. I only have a few launchers available. I think most of them got shot off at this point. Yeah, ceasefire, that will do. Languedoc at 9 kilometers out. There is ample opportunity for the La Touche-Treville to avoid these. They'll detect them at around there. A range of kilometer, 1 kilometer, 1.1, something like that. Starboard turn. But... oh, you're going to be perfectly dodging, aren't you? No, you overcorrected. Yeah, that's going to cost you. Standard bulkheads. 21-inch torpedo. No, 22-inch torpedo. Unfortunately, the rest of the torps will miss. Because there were some others in transit. Range 9.5. Oh, crap. Aggressively launch against the battleship. I really hope my starboard launcher... no, my port side launcher is available. And willing to fire. Took another 2. Come on. Move! No, another hit. And again. This is such a terrible week for me. There. Let's just out of spite torpedo that guy. Starboard torps out. Port torps out against the DD. That might have been a bit much to deal with the DD. But they are slippery. La Touche-Treville, 40% buoyancy. Half the ship's flooded. You got 1 engine left. Oh, sorry, you got 1 engine damaged. That means you got 2 healthy engines left. But if they're going to move through this gap, they're going to be fine. If they turn hard to starboard to try and dodge, like that, then you're dead. Especially with the other 2 slamming into the ship. There we go, dead. I really think that this swarm is going to be ineffective. Yeah, because the DD has... I think the DD didn't even know. The DD didn't even know it was getting torpedoed. My speed's going to be limited to 20 knots now. I still carry about 140 torpedoes, but my chance to hit anything is very, very low. When I first saw that side profile of the Languedoc, I thought, oh, this is going to be great. I can torp that. No, said the Languedoc, you can't, because you can't catch me. You can't catch me. What's the Rayeuse doing? Are you just waiting for me to come alongside? 26 knots. My torpedoes run at 37 knots. I might be able to catch that. Turning circle, 274, sonar 3. So whereas the heavy cruisers did not have a lot of dodging capability and did not have the best sonar, these guys have a better sonar and a better turning circle. So the chance that they will dodge is even better. And the Languedoc is slowly but steadily disappearing over the horizon. What about the Islay? 477, sonar 2. Standard bulkheads. You know what? We're going to torp that. Damage to the secondary tower. I also lost, because I got too close and ate a ton of torpedoes, I lost the single point that I could have scored if I hadn't disqualified myself for the structural integrity. Taskmaster is really not my thing. I mean, I enjoy it, the challenge, but every week I manage to mess up something. And I either get myself disqualified, like this, or I somehow manage to get too greedy, to get too many points, or, well, stuff like that. Hold on. The Languedoc might eat torps. No, the torps are running out! Oh, that was so close. Where are the torps we launched against the light? Here. Please overcorrect. No, perfectly dodged. Detected, gone, done. Alright. Well, this is just getting exceptionally frustrating for me, so I'm going to end it here. Completely disqualified. I did manage to torpedo out 2 heavy cruisers and a destroyer. No, not even that. I managed to torpedo 2 heavy cruisers. Period. So, terrible week. I hope you guys did enjoy my attempt nonetheless, and that the other guys did a lot better, because this was just terrible. Thank you for watching. Next time, better luck, at least, I hope. And definitely more reading the rules for me to try and get the most points. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon for the others, and be sure to check out the other videos.